Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I've been missing for a real long time, whatever. So, I have been in an awesome, amazing space for the past couple of months, and I just wanted to share that and basically transitioning from where I was to who I am today. So, basically, right, this video will be about how to get over a relationship, a broken heart, basically, a toxic relationship, from cheating to, physical or any type of abuse in that relationship. And it's going to start off, with me sharing my story and how I was able to get out of that. So, if you know me, or you've been following me for a while, whatever, I was in a relationship from 2014 to 2000. I want to give it end of 17, 18, whatever. So I was in that relationship. In the beginning, it was amazing, as any relationship, because you go through that cupcake stage. Everything's so perfect. Excuse my language, but the sex be bomb, whatever. So as years went past, it's just things start building up. And it's like, okay, you can ignore one thing, but ignoring that actually makes into a whole bigger situation. So in that relationship, I've dealt with cheating, physical abuse. And the main reason that I always stayed was because it's like, I love him. Like, I know he can get back to the old him, whatever. But sorry, ladies, you cannot change this man. Like, his way of how he is how he's going to stay. And even if he does change, he's only going to change because he wants to. You can't make him, So, with that being said, so in a relationship, we did a lot of cheating, back and forth cheating. So he cheated. At one point, I was very, very, very faithful. Very. I had never, before, this is my first relationship where I actually had cheated in. And I really don't want to go back to that. Never do. It's just not me. And all, like, that's what officially broke us up, and I was just like really sick and tired. So maybe in like year 2 or 3, we was going through a real rough patch, like a real rough patch. He used to follow all my social media, anything. I couldn't say anything wrong. I had to be careful what I said, because I know in some instances it would make him feel some type of way. And it was just, at the time, being in that situation, you don't realize how unhealthy it is, how the abuse will affect you. Like now, well, not now, but like a couple months ago, whatever, I didn't realize I was so insecure about myself. Like, so insecure about myself. I didn't love myself anymore. Why? It was because I was stuck in a relationship and I kept trying to fix things that were not it. Okay. So, I remember one night we were arguing or something like that. It was something crazy arguing. And I put on Twitter, one of my classmates, because he had kicked me out the house basically. And I didn't have nowhere to go. My school was at least an hour and a half, and I think it was bad weather or something like that. Something where I couldn't go back to my school. So one of my classmates, he lived in Delaware. And so I had texted him, and he was like, "Are you okay? Whatever." He was like, "You're always welcome here. Whatever you're going through, blase, blase." So I put that on my Twitter, and I'm like, "Oh, he's so sweet. He invited me over, whatever." Like, now think back to it. Why would I tweet something like that? But that's whatever the situation is. So I did not go to the boy house. But I ended up going back to my ex house. And going back there, he saw the tweet and snapped. So with him snapping, we was fighting. He ripped my coat. And I was trying to fight back, crying, hysterical, whatever. And I remember having on, this is in the fall, because I had, well, it was like fall, winterish. No, it was winter. So I had these boots, my knee boots or whatever. So I was wearing them, I was cute. So I remember he picked me up and like dragged me into the bathroom, threw me in the shower, and turned the shower water on while I was fully dressed. And I just sat there and cried. I cried. I didn't know what to do. Like, that was my first time actually being in that type of situation. You live and you learn. So with that, and I remember after he had did it, he cried, punched the wall, punching his head against the wall, And me being the loving person that I am, I sat there and comforted him, and I'm still spending the night, and I'm still being there. And I'm like, okay, like, we can get over that, whatever. That was just like, and crazy part about it, that wasn't even like that was like the icing on the cake, but it was like building up to that. Okay, so years later, like a year or two later, I was still with him. And I remember he had this friend. He had a friend, and I was so insecure. Like, that was another thing. Like, every woman in his life I was insecure about because of past, things that we had went through. I always thought every woman was a threat. I had to have the password to his phone, try to get all his shit, watch all what everybody else doing and make sure he not cheating. Like, that takes up too much time and energy, and you could be doing so much other shit. Okay? So, excuse my language. So, he had this friend or whatever told me, you ain't nothing to worry about. You don't got nothing to worry about. That's just a friend that I had from college. We had a past. It's dead, whatever. Right? So, we were supposed to get counseling. Okay? So, I had brought it up like a year or a couple months before that, and he wasn't with it. So I was like, okay. So I dropped it. So then he brought it up later on because it was just like, it was out of control. The arguing, all that was just out of control. So he brought it up. I'm like, okay. No, at first I wasn't with it because I'm like, when I brought it up, you wasn't trying to, fix it. But now, because you're fed up, you want to fix it, blase, whatever. So eventually I ended up giving in. We ended up going to counseling. But it was like a big weekend, Memorial weekend or something like, I can't remember the weekend, but it was something like that. And I remember we didn't talk. It was like a whole weekend. Like, I had off of work and all that. We didn't talk. So I texted him and I was like, okay, you want to go out? You want to do something? He like, no, I'm cool. I said, okay. Never heard anything back from him, whatever. But I knew it was either like a Monday or Tuesday or some day that we had counseling. So that day of counseling came, and he ends up at his best friend's house who lives in my city, and I was like, okay, I'll pick you up from there. Didn't say anything. It was just awkward. It was just really, really awkward in the car. Had an attitude, and something just did not seem right. I don't know what it was. It was my woman intuition, but something just did not seem right. Okay, so we go to counseling. I break down, and he's like, I don't want to ever see you like that. Like, that breaks me to see you like that. Like, whatever. So, I forgot what happened, but like a month later or a couple weeks later or a couple days, whatever. So he showed me something in his phone with a picture. So he accidentally swipes too far. I see a picture. I said, what's that? He wouldn't tell me. Okay. It took him like 2 days to actually tell me. Come to find out, he had went to Pittsburgh to go see this so-called friend that was not a threat, that was nothing, supposedly. End up having sex with her, whatever. And then coming back that weekend, and then Monday or whatever day we had counseling, and acting like everything was perfect. When I tell you that was like heartbreaking. Like, it was, I don't know what I can't even tell you. Like, my heart literally just gave in. It was at that moment I knew it was just over. Like, that was completely no respect for me, no respect for our relationship, and you expect me to want to work with you. But whatever. So end up breaking that off, whatever. Going through, a lot of emotions, looking back and realizing what I had been through, and I had broke up with him before and I realized it, but then I don't know why, but I ended up going back. So now, present day, so I am actually back in a relationship, surprisingly. But this is completely different, like a lot different. Like, hopefully y'all get to meet him whenever he's fucking home, but whatever. We are like, he's just so amazing. Like, he's able to take his time and understand me. I've been able to say, whatever's on my mind, he respects it, and we're able to work towards whatever. Like, it, just like any relationship, it's not easy, and I still have my things in my closet, that sometimes come out and it affects us, but he doesn't let that affect us. Like, he actually genuinely loves me. Like, and I have never felt this way with a male before, and I'm actually happy. So that's our little update. But more videos to come, and peace. See you.